Please, what is the position of making dua in Arabic that one does not know the meaning?
If it is a dua from the Quran, you don't have a problem with that. If it's a dua from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, every dua that has come from the Prophet is good. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. His dua, pick the books of Sunnah. We've recommended Hisnul Muslim to us. There is Al-Kalimu Tayyib too. There is Al-Wabilu Sayyib too. There are other books that inside it there are dua. In Hisnul Muslim, it's every dua inside it has been translated into English. So don't just sit down and say, I don't know Arabic. You keep quiet like that. Don't forget, we have learned in Ad-Da'u wa Dawa that ignorance is a disease. It is from the diseases of the heart. So you must stand up to cure yourself of this disease. The way to stand up is start learning something. Start increasing your knowledge. Don't just sit down like that. Stand up. Help yourself. More so when it has to do with your dealings with Allah. Don't just sit down. Stand up. Help yourself. Get books. Get audios. Get materials. Get into learning circles. Make jottings. Make good efforts. Don't just sit down there. I don't know Arabic. And I don't know how to make dua. Okay, even the books that has been translated to English, you can't stand up to get that one too. There are a lot of books that have been I did a translation of a book in dua. The duas are from the Quran, they are from Ahadith. So stand up, look for books where the dua inside them are from the Quran and Hadith. Don't forget, keep this one in your mind. When you are looking for a book on dua, make sure that you are insisting that you only want dua from the Quran and where? Hadith. So that you don't get into bad hands. Because the one that follows that one are people who have innovated a lot of things. I give you one example. Since when we were kids, Fawzul Azim. Do you know Al-Fawzul Azim? One small book that has Surah to Yasin in it. Allah has removed that now. You may not even, some people may not even see it at all or know about it at all. Fawzul Azim was a book, it has Surah to Yasin in it. It also has the khutbah, as they call it. They say khutbah Yasin inside it. It has Surah Al-Waqi'ah in it. Small like this, like palm size. When we were far younger than this in the madrasa, we used to have it. It's always in our pocket. Now, there are others too like it, but let me use Fawzul Azim. Now, after Surah to Yasin, it has what they call Khutbah Yasin. The meaning of a khutbah, ayyuhal ikhwa. That's why if you don't learn, you are deceased. You must learn, and you are vulnerable. One of the most people say vulnerable people are women and children. Children because they have not learned a lot in life. Women because they may not pay attention to. Otherwise, one of the things that makes you become so vulnerable to manipulation is ignorance. How can a surah have a khutbah? The meaning of khutbah is sermon. So they say khutbah Yasin, the sermon after Yasin. Yasin itself is a sermon. So they deceive you to say Atika Yasin, we have read Yasin, now we want to read the khutbah of Yasin. And you have accepted. You are an accountant. You are a lawyer, son. And they are deceiving you like this. You are saying Ami. So ignorance is a disease. They say they read Yasin to you. They also want to read the khutbah of Yasin. Yasin, inside Yasin itself, it says, لِتُنْذِرَ قَوْمًا مَا أُنْذِرَ آبَاؤُهُمْ. This Quran has come as a warner to a group of people that their parents and grandparents have not been warned. The Quran, the entirety of Surah to Yasin is a lot. The same thing, they read Yasin, they want to collect money. Inside Surah to Yasin, it says, don't follow the one who will say, bring money. In Surah to Yasin is there. But when they read the Yasin, they say, bring money. In Surah to Yasin, it says, don't follow the one. So don't be, if you are ignorant, you will be manipulated, you become vulnerable. You'll be saying, me, and they are deceiving you. Now the point about that, why you need to be looking for dua in Quran and Hadith. A book of dua that contains dua of Quran and dua of Hadith is this. In that khutbah of Yasin, there are 7 names of jinns inside it. Jinns, Ya Raukaya, and they are calling them by their names, invoking them. Ya Raukaya Ilu. Arwa Bila, Arwa Babila, Sada Bila, Sada Babila. All these are names of jinns. They call them. And you be saying, Ami, Arwa Bila, Arwa Babila, Sada Bila, Sada Babila. And they end with Inate, they end with the last part of Surah Al-Kawthar. You be saying, Ami, Ami. One thing, they are calling the names of jinns to you, invoking jinns to you. You are thinking that they are invoking Allah for you. You now see that ignorance is a big disease. Why do you like to remain ignorant? One of the worst things a Muslim will do to himself or herself is to remain ignorant. So as we encourage you to buy books on dua, make sure that you are specifically asking for dua according to Quran and Sunnah. Look for it as part of the titles. Dua in the Quran, dua according to Sunnah. Otherwise, you may be reading a book of dua. You are calling a jinn thinking that you are calling Allah. That is shirk. To invoke other than Allah is shirk. You see that they have destroyed your dunya, they have destroyed your akhirah. If you choose to be ignorant and not do anything. The deen that rejects ignorance most is Islam. If you want to be ignorant, just know that you are vulnerable. Unfortunately, there are vultures that will deal with you in the society. They will play with your life. They will destroy your life. They will destroy your hereafter. And they will dispossess you of what you have. In their misguiding you, they will collect all your property. If you choose to be ignorant. May Allah protect all of us. I think that when you choose to buy a book of dua, make it be clear that you want a book that is based on Quran and the Sunnah. The dua inside them are dua according to the Quran. They are dua according to the Sunnah. So that will help you to properly make dua. Some of them have been translated into maybe English language. Was why I mentioned one that I translated long ago, almost 15 years now. It was published in Malaysia. It's about the dua from the Quran and the dua from Ahadith. For the sake of Allah, let's look for it. Don't remain ignorant. If you remain ignorant, you are so vulnerable. May Allah protect us all. I hope that is clear to you, inshallah. The same thing, dua Ganzul Arsh. Don't buy dua Ganzul Arsh. It's part of it. It's part of those dua of misguidance. Ganzul Arsh, don't buy it. There are others like that. Always look for according to Quran and Sunnah in the book of dua that you want to buy. Make it be Quran. Make it be Sunnah. May Allah guide us and protect us.